Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant. Today once again we are going to do a practice game and use those lines which we have been learning so far. Generally I try to use the gambits as far as possible. So let's get started with the game. It is a 3 minutes 2 second increment game as usual. Let's start. We have the white pieces here. So e4, e5. Let's see, we can use the Goring Gambit perhaps. c3. Let's see whether the opponent accepts the pawn. He goes for the pawn capture, and then white goes bc4, nf3 and all that. So nf6, definitely mistake. e5, and now the knight will have to retreat. If queen e7, then queen e2 is possible. So already we can make out now the only move is knight g8. So some serious problem for black over here. So nf3, let's develop freely, then go nd5 and bg5. I think nd5 is very strong, winning on the spot. See, the queen has to move, queen e6, then nc7 check, and queen d8, then you can see he takes d6 check, and instantly it will be a winning position. Let's see what black does. See, he had to allow ed check, and it's already devastating. Now I have choice between dc and nc7 check. I think I should calculate in the line nc7 check, king d7, nc7 is just very strong. Now here there are again multiple choices. I think we can just take on 8. Even I like qb5 check, kd6 and then taking on 8. So qb5 check is I think a bit stronger. kd6 allows bf4 and nc6, then maybe we can take on 8. And even qb7 would remain a threat. So let's take on 8. Generally I don't like grabbing material, but here I think it's just great. I think now we have knight e5, kd6, bf4, which I think is very strong. So let's go knight e5. We can even consider the move long castle check next move. qc5 check allows ke8, so we don't have any instant mate over there. Knight c6 similarly allows bc6. I was looking at that line, knight c6, bc, queen c5 check, and wherever king moves, let's go bd6. That is actually very strong. But I thought of going long castle as well for once. Long castle qc8 I am not liking that much. But I think let's trade the pieces and win the game easily. So qc5 check and kf6, then qg5 mates. So forced to go ke8. Let's play bd6. Let's take on f8. Black wants to go knight e4. So maybe let's trade bc4 castle and then use re1. I think this should suffice. Okay, let's trade on d5 and let's castle. Both castles are very strong actually, but somehow I preferred short castle. Queen takes, then queen a7 check, king takes, then re1 check. Maybe he wants to go qg4. qg4 is met by qg3 check, trading the queens away. So let's trade the queens. Let's conclude the game easily. Queen takes, h takes g6, and now just a4, a5, and win the game very easily. This is generally what I prefer in blitz games actually. No need to go for a forced mate and all those fancy stuff. In a longer game, I would have gone for a mating attack perhaps. Let's force him to go bishop 8. f3, the king just goes till d4. Let's trade the bishop and let's collect these pawns. So let's collect the pawn first. The bishop is not running away. We can just do rh5, that will help him resign quickly, I guess. Now there is nothing much. Many will feel that I could have won earlier, like I could have won long castle very easily, I could have looked for a mate there, but I prefer to trade the pieces. In a blitz game, this is what I usually feel is good enough. Now I think he is about to lose on time, so he left the game. So the opening you can see, just after the first 5-6 moves we already had a winning position here after queen e2 and g8 and f3. This is totally game over, as you can see. So a good opening preparation can give us points very easily. That is the purpose of these lessons, to show you how the opening ideas can be implemented in actual games. Do let me know how you found this lesson in the comments below. Thanks for your time.